So mainly what I want to do is really hit up the top of the bumper here. And then this bumper really falls back. So I might... Welcome back to the Workbench, where we try to make things. What we're continuing to try to make today is Revell's 1971 Olds 442, or what we're calling the Faux 42. It's basically a Cutlass that we were given when we were in our early 20s, and now we're, what would we do with it? We'd make it look like a 442, and that's basically what we're trying to do with this guy. But it's also, it's taken a little weather damage through the years. Basically, the paint we gave it's not so good, so we've got some anodizing of the, or I should say oxidizing of the clear coat going on, and that's what we've been working on as far as the paint finish goes. But we've also got those two 800-pound bumpers on either side of this thing. We got the rear bumper and the front bumper that are big chrome bumpers, and I don't want perfect chrome. Those are going to be have some wear to them also. Now, I don't want rust and I don't necessarily want dings, but I want them to start having weather wear. So we're down here in Southeast Texas. You leave a car outside for about 38 minutes and it starts taking sun damage, right? And that's basically what I'm trying to resemble here, that this is, it's set out in the sun and it's had bad finishes put on it by me when I'm in my early 20s, so it would be bad finish. But so I started working on the rear bumpers, and basically the plan for this, or these, is I painted them silver. Well, actually, I take that back. I completely stripped the chrome off of them, threw them in some simple green and stripped the chrome so they were just white plastic. And then silver paint. And it's kind of what's kind of nice is it's an old can of silver paint, so it's a little splotchy. So it's not, it's a little bit of a splotchy silver, which is exactly what we needed. And I took some pictures along the process here, so you can kind of see what I'm trying to do with the bumper here. In fact, you can see a little bit of the salt that's left on here. But what I did next is just wet some sea salt or some large. You want to use large grain salt. Don't go get just regular table salt, but some large grain salt. Let me see. Some of it's still on here. But wet, make sure and get it wet, or let your silver paint dry and then wet your salt. And then what happens is you can kind of pile it on where you want. And I wanted to pile it on this top side of the bumper, the side that would mainly take a hit from the sun, and then let that dry. And that water will pretty well adhere the salt to your surface. Now, it's not like glue, but it'll hold it in place, almost like a low-tack tape. And then you can go in and put the silver chrome in, which is what I did. And I used a chrome pin, so I didn't spray it because I wanted it to have a little bit of unevenness to the chrome paint, like the chrome paint is still flaking up, but it hasn't flaked off. So I think we pretty well achieved the appearance. There's still salt on here, and I need to let this fully dry. But I think we've achieved the appearance of, look, a lot of our chrome is flaked off up here. Now, once all this dries, I'll go in and darken this up too with some washes and whatnot, because it would be a little bit of a darker color underneath here. But this is a good base for what we're doing. And then we're getting, in this section, I like the middle section where we have, you can see where it looks like it's still starting to flake, but it hasn't flaked off. Now down here, I think my plan's going to be go back, smooth this out a little more, and then apply chrome. I'd rather this bottom side to kind of be nice and smooth and good. It's a little too much down here is what I'm trying to say. So what I'll probably do is sand this down a little bit nice and smooth, and then I'll spray. I've got some Maltol I can put in an airbrush. And I'll spray down the bottom, try to get it a little smoother looking. But I've been using this rear bumper kind of as the test bed for this. If it goes bad, I can always just throw it back in the simple green, start over, right? So I'm going to try to smooth this out bottom, but I kind of like the 3 layers. I might actually go in and touch a little bit of chrome. I can use the pin to touch little spots of chrome back up in here. I think I might have taken off a little too much. But I can just use the pen to kind of spot some of it back in. But I think we're on the right track. You can let me know what you think down in the comment section. Do you think that's kind of where we're wanting to go? And like I said, I was using the rear bumper as the test bed because the front bumper gets a little more complicated because we've got Grills we're going to be dealing with. We've got headlight bezels and all that. I think so the headlight bezels, I'm probably going to put the chrome in because the hood closes. In fact, let's take a look at this. I believe the hood closes over top of, yeah. So what I'm going to do, knocking stuff off my table over here. What I'm going to do is come in and leave the tops of these nice, clean chrome because they are underneath the fenders and underneath the hood. So that really wouldn't take really any damage, maybe scratches and whatnot, but not as far as sun damage. So mainly what I want to do is really hit up the top of the bumper here. And then this bumper really falls back. So I might just go pretty smooth. So I might bubble it up just through right here and then keep it pretty smooth all underneath here. And then have it flaking here. And then I'll probably go in and touch chrome around the, of course, on the top and around these bezels, and then leave it kind of silver in here. Because I remember that happening. So these, like this, the bezels, the grill pieces, all that's plastic. It's chrome plated plastic. This is literally chrome plated steel, the bumper. But this is all chrome plated plastic. And I remember mine on my Buick, which is just another GMA body. It's the same thing as this. It really dulling out in there. But I'm going to put chrome, I'm going to re-chrome the outside, like maybe that chrome's been touched up and whatnot and kept clean. But I'm going to leave the insides like this silver color. I don't know. We'll see how that looks. Of course, the grill will go, get the black wash in there and all that. And there's a color, actual body color piece that goes in right here. But anyways, the test bed being the rear bumper, I think we're making progress. I think I'm going to dial back the flaking a little bit, put a little more chrome in up top. The middle section, I think I'm pretty happy with. The bottom, I'm going to smooth out. Let me know what you think. Is that seemed like a game plan, seemed like the right way to go. Once I get the rear bumper kind of dialed in how I want it, and with the techniques, because I'm not gonna lie, I've never done this. I've never weathered a chrome piece like this, so this is kind of my first go at it. But once I get it kind of dialed in, I've also got to get it back to where I can probably just touch it back like this. If we've got these, these rear markers back here, oh, that actually worked. So I can probably, because this chrome paint is still very wet, I can kind of just knock it back to where I need it for these rear markers. So I gotta work with that too and get those painted in. In fact, that's the only part back here that's not kind of chrome. So that's besides the light lenses that go in. Anyways, once I get this dialed in, techniques dialed in, then I'm going to apply that to the front bumper. And so, you learn from this one, learn from the easier one, apply it to the more complicated one. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. I think we're starting to get the overall finishes or the overall looks. I still need to go in. I've ordered the paint to kind of smooth out the sides a little bit, pull back some of the flaking on the sides of the body color. But once we go in with some washes, anyways, there's more to come with it, but I think we're getting the base of what we need for this weathered look of the car. And I think I kind of like where it's going, but let me know what you think down in the comments. If you've enjoyed this, if you're enjoying this build, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Hey, share this too. I have no problem with anybody sharing these videos. Throw them out there all over the Facebooks and the Instagrams and whatever. Let them know that this is the channel, But absolutely share it if you'd like. Hype button. I don't know. Do all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube. And I'll see you Monday. Maybe Monday. It's going to be like 12 degrees or something here, which is insane for where I live. So maybe I'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.